Well, there's been a big development in the Satara rape case probe. The suspended PSI Gopal Badne, who's an accused in this matter, has been apprehended by the police after he surrendered before the Satara police. This is the second such arrest in this particular case. And the visuals that you're seeing on your screen to the left are the visuals of the arrest that has now been formalized. Gopal Badne surrendered before the Satara police and is now taken into custody. He'll of course be presented before a magistrate for the initial round of remand, and we'll wait to see as to what kind of arguments are presented by the prosecution in that matter. Let me go across to my colleague Nilesh for more on this now. Nilesh, this is a big development. The arrest now formalized after Gopal Badne surrendered before the Satara police. Take us through that arrest and the arguments that are likely to be made before the magistrate by the police seeking his custody.
Well, this marks a significant into the Satara doctor suicide case, a case that had left various institutions in question. We have been seeing that how the case is developing, and all of these, the second arrest has been finally made. The first arrest, which was of Prashant, who happens to be the last contact of the deceased doctor. Various chats have also been recovered between both of them, establishing their relation just before the extreme step that was taken. And now Gopal, who happens to be the prime accused, and some very serious charges have been labeled against him. That includes charges of rape and mental trauma. He has surrendered before the Satara police officials in the Badne district. And now officials will be claiming his custody. Earlier it was Prashant, who has been sent to police custody for 4 days, and now various arguments will be taking place over Gopal. Now, this happens to be significant because his name was marked as the first accused in the said case, and various charges have been labeled against him. And if he was innocent, then why was he on the run? That is the primary question that officials will be seeking. Now, we have to understand the gravity of the situation, that the Chief Minister and the Home Minister, Devendra Fadnavis himself, had to intervene into the said case. And after his orders, an immediate suspension was issued of Gopal, who happens to be an ASI in the Satara police officials. Now, not only the police department, but the medical department and other departments were also into question as to why no immediate action was taken against all of these accused who had been alleged of some serious charges, that including abetment to suicide, rape charges, and somewhat forcing the woman doctor to forge a medical certificate as well. Now, the investigation is also revealing that just before the doctor took this extreme step, she had written a 4-page letter, a complaint letter to the authorities as well.
But Nilesh, let me just interrupt you, because let's give our viewers a perspective of that letter that you're speaking of, and we'll come to you for more details about it. Now, amid the investigation into this extremely distressing matter, a 4-page suicide letter has surfaced. The letter in which the deceased has claimed that she was pressurized to issue fake fitness certificates of accused in police custody, not only by police officials, but even in one case by a member of parliament along with 2 of his personal assistants. The letter cited an instance when she had refused to issue a certificate, after which 2 personal assistants of a member of parliament, according to her, walked into the hospital, dialed the politician and made her speak to him. This is what the reporter said, adding that he had threatened her directly. Now, these are extremely serious claims being made. Let me go back once again to Nilesh for more about this, because Nilesh, now this is in the realm of allegations and claims and counterclaims. If these do turn out to be true, then this is a larger web that we are actually speaking of, that may not necessarily be confined to these 2 individuals who've been arrested. We must clarify that these are allegations right now. Take us through the details of what that suicide note states.
Yes, absolutely. And as we have been pointing out, that's not 1 or 2, but multiple institutions are currently in question. Now, one happens to be one of those who are responsible to make law, that is MP, is also into a question. Now, the four-pager letter which was written by the deceased to the medical authorities, the medical department, stating that how in one instance, she goes on narrating that how one individual, a police official, taken one criminal into his custody, forced the doctor to forge certain documents and issue a fictitious certificate that is something that is against the law because the medical examination did not pertain to or did not give enough evidence of his medically being fit, and which is why she denied. However, she was later pressurized by the MP, the Member of Parliament, and his two PAs who had directly reached out to her, forcing her to issue this medical certification. So not only the cops, not only the individuals who enforce the law, but also those individuals who are responsible to make the law, make the country safe, are now into question. However, this letter did not specifies who this MP is, who this member of parliament is, but that is one part that police officials are now probing. An intense probe is currently launched. Several chats have been recovered as to why she did such an extreme step and what exactly led to her death. That is also being investigated. Now, with both of these prime accused into custody, certain startling revelations are bound to take place, and we'll be tracking that as well.
Absolutely, Nilesh. You've been on the ball as far as this particular case is concerned, and we'll, of course, be in touch with you for more updates that emerge from the investigations in this matter. Let's turn our attention